All right, this is the bag of sunflower seeds that I ordered. It's Smackin's been advertising at me all year long for trying to buy their seeds, and I used to love eating sunflower seeds when I drove in the car. So I wanted to try their flavors, and they had a sale. It was for 50 bags of 1.5 ounce bags for $50 and $2 of freight. So I've got 10 different types of flavors we're going to try. I've got backyard barbecue, cheddar jalapeno, cinnamon churro, cracked pepper, dill pickle, garlic parmesan, lemon pepper, maple brown sugar, and ranch and sour cream and onion. So we're going to try all these out, and we're going to do this like, David Portnoy style, where everybody knows the rules, and we'll try a little handful of each of them, and I'll rank them from worst to best. So hopefully this will be fun. So this is the order that I'm going to try them in. I tried not to put all of similar flavors together. So we're going to go to cracked pepper and garlic parmesan. So we're going for like salty to cheesy. Then we're going maple brown sugar, sweet, cheddar jalapeno with a little heat, lemon pepper is next up there. Then backyard barbecue, so kind of going from bitter to sweet, super sweet with the cinnamon churro. And we're gonna go sour with the dill pickle, sour cream and onion. I think it'll be different enough than dill pickle to get the contrast. And then end with ranch. So I think that's gonna be the way we're gonna run about this and see how they taste. All right, so here we go. We're going to taste a little handful of each of these and then give it a taste and see how we feel. So first up, we've got Smackin cracked black pepper. So actually, I had to try a little of these earlier because I needed to try at least a few of the seeds. So we're going to take, a little handful, about yay big, pop it in there. Then I'm going to talk about, first kind of what the flavor is, the taste, and then the quality of the seed. So bon appetit. So, definitely has a classic salt and pepper taste. Good stuff. Nice full flavor. Definitely get that pepper. Cracked pepper is kind of one of those classic flavors that, they're not going to really mess up too badly. Good tasting seeds too. Good crack. Decent sized seeds on the jumbo. Good, solid taste. Definitely gets that powerful salt pepper taste up front, and then you get to go into sort of that good nutty flavor that comes with sunflower seeds hanging out with that little tang of salt. So I definitely would say the cracked pepper standard, I think it's hard to give ratings when I haven't tasted all of them, but I think it's a solid B, maybe B plus. So I'll kind of stack them up and rank them as we go. So there's number one. So in between, I'm taking a little sip of water to try to clear out the flavor so they don't all pile up on each other. While I'm doing that, show off the next one. So the next one we've got is garlic parmesan. And you're probably wondering, why the hell are you doing this, Phil? I don't know. I'm not sponsored by these guys, obviously. I'm just a random dude sitting around in bed. But, it sounded fun to do a little thing. And, I think that sunflower seeds are interesting because kind of the flavors you've known and love are like the David ones or the Spitz ones. And, everyone has their favorite favorites, which is like dill pickle. That's a common one. Black pepper's one that I love. Some of the sort of chili ones. So, I've seen a company come out with different flavors. I personally think cinnamon churro is going to be weird, but, and maple brown sugar is probably going to be weird, but, I'm okay with weird. So, next up we've got the garlic parmesan. Here's the handful. And they all look the same because they're freaking seeds, but who cares? One more sip of water to clear the palate. All right, here we go. Garlic parmesan. Whoa. Yeah. It's definitely garlicky, and it's definitely salty. I don't hate it. It's, honestly, it's like Papa John's garlic butter. If you wanted to put Papa John's garlic butter on a sunflower seed. That's what this would taste like. And, you know, I like Papa John's garlic butter as much as the next guy, but that, a whole bag of that would be a lot. I mean, my personal favorites are lemon pepper and dill pickle, and like I could go through a whole bag of those without any problem. But and this one right here, it's novel, but I don't know if I love it. It's you gotta really love that garlic butter, and that heavy salt flavor on the front end really accents it a lot. So I don't know. I would say that, again, I'm trying to rank these. I'm not going to be able to do like A tier, S tier, all that, just because, you know, I'm not really trying them all. But I would say that I definitely preferred the cracked pepper over this. And I'm keeping track. I'm sorting the order over here off to the side, so I'll show you least favorite to favorite when we're done. So, all right, on to the next. All right, next up we're going to do maple brown sugar. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think I've really ever tried a sweet sunflower seed before. You know, I think that there is, like, as I think of the flavors that I've done, I mean, ranch can sometimes be a little sweet, and I guess barbecue is too. But, like, a straight maple brown flavor, I don't think I've ever had, like, that sugary of a flavor before. So, throw out a few seeds. Again, here's our look of them. Again, they look like sunflower seeds, so not going to get any cool, you know, slice of pizza drops or whatever, but let's give this a go and see what we think of the maple brown sugar. Whoa. Yeah, it's definitely sweet. It kind of tastes like a light dusting of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, that's the best thing I can describe it as, is that the kind of onset's really hard with that Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavor. And then mellows out a little bit. Being a little picky, I think the seeds in this batch aren't quite as good as the seeds that were in the other two batches. It's growing on me. I think that the intensity of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch at the front end kind of died down, so that, you know, it kind of tastes like the maple on like a maple sausage. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't taste like maple syrup. It's got a little something to it, but like the fake syrupy flavor on a maple sausage, it's good. It's like that. I think that overall I like this one better than the Parmesan cheese one, because that Parmesan cheese is just so intense on the front end. But I mean, cracked pepper is really going to be hard for me to beat anytime. But yeah, I'm going to put that one kind of ahead of behind cracked pepper, but ahead of garlic Parmesan. All right, so next up would be one that, if you know me, you'd probably think should do pretty well with me. And that would be our cheddar jalapeno. I mean, I love cheese, I love spicy. You know, those are my flavor profiles that you would think I would love. So I would expect this one to punch pretty heavily in my favor and go towards the top end, depending on the flavor profile. So let's pop these ones out. This one you actually can see a little bit better. I'll grab the phone to show you. And actually, you can see the seeds definitely have. There we go. Seeds have a little bit more tint to them because they've got the red chili powder on them, and they got that, looks like that fake orange Cheeto dust. So let's see how the flavor matches up. Yep. Wow. That tastes like a nacho, like a not Doritos nacho right there. It's exactly what it's supposed to taste like. It's actually more jalapeno forward and cheddary base. I mean, yeah, those are top tier. Those are the best. I really can't beat that. Again, for me, as anybody who's done a road trip with me knows, like, This is like seeds get busted into after Olympia, basically. Like if you're driving to Portland, you stop just outside of Olympia and you get yourself your Red Bull, your bag of seeds, and some gummy candy. And that gets you all the way. Oh, and a Sobe. Because then what you do is you drink the Sobe, and then you have your spit cup, and then you drink the Red Bull to keep you going. This keeps you entertained. And this right here, this flavor would keep me going all night. Like this is the flavor I definitely want to like drive with and get down with on a full drive. So like honestly, this is for me better than the lemon pepper for the regular pepper. I mean, cracked pepper is a classic, but this is fantastic. Probably going to be one of my favorites. So like, I think this is S tier for me. All right, next up was one that, again, I think would do very well for me since I've told you how much I love pepper. This is lemon pepper. And here's a little secret. I actually don't think I told a whole lot of people this because it's one of those weird things that, like, you do by yourself in the kitchen that nobody knows about. But, like, there's been many a time in my life where I'll just take a handful of lemon pepper and dump it in my hands and just lick it. I know that's a weird thing. I'm sure that not everybody loves lemon pepper that much, but, like, lemon pepper for me is a pretty strong favorite, and I can sometimes get kind of, my ADHD will kick in and be like, ooh, I want lemon pepper, and get a handful of it and go, yeah. Like, it's just great. So, again, this one you feel like similar to the Cheeto jalapeno, or the cheddar jalapeno. Lemon pepper should play well for me. So, let's pull it out. Right here, got the, I'm getting better at this, but got the seed take right there. A little yellow maybe than the other ones, but definitely looks like sunflower seeds. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Yep, that tastes like lemon pepper. It's actually surprisingly lemony. I was thinking that it might be more peppery just because they've got the pepper flavor, but I think that they leaned into the lemon side of this a little bit more. I actually got a little bit of tartness to it. Yeah. Seeds are good. I have to think about this one for a second because really, the lemon is like has more impact than I thought I would. You know, I'm thinking that like it really just depends on the day for me. Like certain days I'm gonna want this over the lemon pepper, but there's certain days that like I want the grittiness of the lemon pepper. So like, you know, this feels. Don't ask me why, but this feels like what I would eat like on a sunny afternoon drive. Like I'm driving along with like the windows open and fun music, and I like the daintiness and the airiness of it better. And the ground peppers, the cracked pepper, and it's more like a, you know, driving at night, Macho Man, EDM, heavy like metal, like gotta get through this trip, so we're gonna drink the black pepper. So I kind of like them. I think they're both honestly equal. It just kind of depends on whether you want something a little bit more brighter or something a little bit more darker. So I actually am going to rate those as same. Like they're interchangeable to me. It just depends on the mood. So there I go. All right, on to the back half. Last five. So next up we have backyard barbecue. Like barbecue is one of the OG flavors, right? Like it's like original backyard and ranch. You know, dill pickle was a late addition to like the common rotations, but like barbecue is one of the classic sunflower seed flavors, I feel like. And you know, it's not usually my go-to. Like I'll eat them, but in general, it tends to be more of like the dill and the garlic or the peppers. So barbecue's not usually in rotation, so we'll see how this goes. I'll actually give you the seed view here because there's a little good color into it. So this one we've got some of the redness and brownness that you expect to have that barbecue flavor. So some of the seasoning came through there. Let's give it a shot and see how it tastes. Whoa. Yeah. Not barbecue. It's liquid smoke. You can definitely taste a lot of that liquidy smoke. You definitely get that hickory. You know, it definitely feels like somebody poured some liquid smoke on the fire, the the on the barbecue, right? Like you get that flavor. It's definitely barbecue. I feel like the David's barbecue ones, which I think are the ones I remember the most for barbecue. They're a lot sweeter. And these aren't as sweet. And they're not like spicy or bitter or anything. They're just like, I feel like a lot of times the barbecue seeds focus on the sweetness, and this one more goes for that savory barbecue, if you will. So, I actually like this quite a bit. It's definitely, I definitely think that this is going to be above the brown sugar maple and the garlic parmesan. But I don't know if I prefer it over the peppers or the jalapeno cheddar. These are good. Yeah. Not bad at all. But definitely a solid, like a B minus, C plus. Like, good. Like, if for so far for me, like jalapeno is S tier, and the peppers are A tier. So this is gonna be like B tier, and maybe like the maple brown sugar is like B minus, and the garlic parmesan's like C. So that's kind of how I'm rating it right now. So anyways, backyard barbecue, solid performance. All right, this is the one that scares me the most because I have no idea how the hell they're going to get this flavor across. So this one is cinnamon churro. And I'll be honest with you, whenever I see them advertising this, I'm like, who asked for this flavor? Like, I just don't know who wants to eat a sunflower seed that tastes like cinnamon churro. Like, the other ones I get, they're mostly savory flavors. The maple syrup one's sweet, right? But yeah, I'm dubious. I'm not trying to pre-hate on it, but when you told me that there was a cinnamon churro sunflower seed, I'm like, what? Like, okay, what? How are we going to do this? So, anyways, we'll pull it out and pop some seeds. Nothing special about the seed photo. It just looks like regular old seeds. I mean, it says that it's showing a bunch of cinnamon and churro on it. Like, so I would expect this to taste pretty cinnamony and pretty sweet. Let's pop it in and see how it goes. Okay, yeah. With the brown sugar one, the maple brown syrup one, that one tasted like Cinnamon Toast Crunch to me. And I'll be honest that when I popped this in, I thought it was going to taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch too. But it doesn't. It tastes like a churro. And that's impressive to me. I mean, I don't love churros. Like, if I go to the fair, I guess I'll have one. Like, usually what happens is somebody else orders one and I finish it half because I'm the big guy who likes to eat all the food leftovers. But I don't usually go for churros, except Taco Bell. Taco Bell bring back that churro, that birthday churro that they had earlier this year. It was filled with vanilla. Oh, so good. But these right here are actually surprisingly good. I'm still not a huge fan of sweetness in my seeds. Like, it's just not quite what I'm looking for. But if you got that sweet teeth and you want to get on the sunflower seed, like, it's definitely there. I see the peel of it. Seeds are good. There's only one batch where it's kind of like, meh, the seeds are kind of crappy, but these are solid. Yeah, I mean, I think I like these better than the maple brown sugar, for sure. I think I like the barbecue one more. So, like, this will probably go in the C plus category. So, I'd eat them if it was the only bag that was around in the car. I don't think I'm buying them myself just because it's not my flavor profile. But if you really love churros and really love sweet, then, like, this is your thing. It could be your thing. All right, so next up, we've got dill pickle. And dill pickle is kind of like top tier flavor for me. Like, when it comes to Spitz, which is the normal brand I like, I don't like David as much. I think their seeds are crap. But when it comes to Spitz, there's two bags I buy. The chili lime and the dill pickle. And the dill pickle is like a classic probably had 100 bags of dill pickle seeds in my life. So it's a flavor that I love. I'm going to give it, because I love the flavor, so much good smell. And smells like dill pickle. That's what we're looking at. And yeah, I mean, I think we'll just dump right in and see, because there's so many different ways this can go. But let's give it a good shot. Yeah, that was Old Faithful right there. Yeah, that's really good. You know, I think why I like these is I think a lot of dill pickle seeds, especially the spitch, I think they focus a little bit more on the sweetness of the pickle. And I know when you're saying sweetness in a pickle, that's not really a thing, but you know, there's sort of the variable scales on a pickle, right, between like super sour and sweet and in between. And I feel like the spitz ones are a little bit more on the sweet side. Not like sweet, but like not quite as sour. And this one right here, it's got a sourness level. And honestly, on the front, these little pickles, they almost look like the gherkin pickles. And that's kind of what this tastes like to me. Is like, rather than like a dill with a little sweetness, it's more like a bitter gherkin. Fun to say gherkin, isn't it? So yeah. These are great. I would eat this for an entire drive, like 4 hours non-stop, back to back, with a bag. It's better for me than the lemon peppers. I could try to be edgy and say that cheddar jalapenos are better, but be lying. I mean, the cheddar jalapeno are great, but cheddar jalapeno probably moved to A+, and this moves to S tier. So, yeah, definitely, if you're a dill pickle seed fans, these are bomb. All right, next up we got sour cream and onion. And that actually, like, I thought, like, oh, that's a flavor everybody sees. And, you know, I was thinking about it, and, like, I actually don't know if I've seen a lot of sour cream and onion flavors. I mean, it's going to kind of live between dill and ranch, which is kind of why I put it here. Yeah, I'm going to be interesting. I'm sure that there's going to be a metric F-ton of onion powder on this, but let's take a look. Pop it open. Didn't open it wide enough, sorry gang. Okay, get a good little white powder coating there. Alright. Sour cream and onion. Nope. I don't think that's it. It seems like that would be really hard to mess up, but yeah, that's not it for me. You know how you smell like onions after you work in a restaurant kitchen all day long chopping onions, and like you're permeated with that smell, and then add in like a sort of like creaminess in a bad way, and that's what this is. And it kind of tastes like it kind of reminds you like what you smell like. It tastes like what you smell like after a day in a kitchen of onions, just like, but not in a good way. So like sweat, onion, and creaminess mixed together. I mean, I'm not trying to hate. I love sour cream and onions, but this combo is not it for me. I mean, at least with the garlic parmesan, which was probably my least favorite before this, like the garlic butter redeeming with flavor. What flavor was like, oh, okay, like I like that Papa John's garlic butter flavor, but this right here, oops, a little too much, and a little off the mark. So far my least favorite. I'll be honest that as I let the flavor dissipate a little bit and kind of soak in, it's not quite as offensive, but I mean, it's pretty offensive up front, so not my favorite. All right, you've come to the end of the journey with me. Our last bag to taste, ranch, regular old ranch. Seems like it'd be hard to mess that one up. It's a pretty classic flavor profile. You got the ranch dressing, you got the ranch powder. Ranch seeds have been around forever. They're kind of just a very popular flavor. Not usually my go-to. Again, as you've noticed, my flavor profile tends to go a little bit more towards savory and spicy, and ranch is more like savory and sweet to me. So it's got a little tang and sweetness to it. Let's give it a smell. Smells like ranch. Pull out the seeds, see if we can see some white with green specks. That's what I would think. Mostly just white. And I'm not a ranch hater in general, just so you know. Like, chicken bacon ranch is like one of my favorite pizza combos. You know, I do like ranch dressing, even though I don't use it very often. Cool Ranch Doritos are my favorite Doritos, so I do like that synthetic ranch flavor. Let's see how it goes. It's very muted. Obviously, this is my 10th bag, so maybe that's doing that. I've been washing my palate in between, but it was not as bold and up front as a flavor. You know, there's a subtle ranch. It's a very subtle ranch. It's not one that I feel like the David Ranch ones like blow your face off, and maybe that's just with extra salt. These guys try to be not as salty, but I really it's maybe one of my favorite ranch flavors ever. Again, ranch is not usually where I go for flavor, but I think if you laid out all the ranch flavors in front of me, this would probably be the one I'd pick. Yeah, I mean, seeds are good. Good quality seed in there. And it definitely tastes like ranch. I think that I would put this kind of at the same level, like, as the barbecue and backyard barbecue. Like, again, for me, like, barbecue, not my go-to necessarily, but I'll eat it if it's there. And that's how I feel about, like, the ranch. So, yeah, I feel like it's good enough. I'll eat it, and I don't know if this is the pack I'm buying, but it's still pretty flavorful. So definitely middle of the pack, so just C tier. All right, well, we just got done testing 10 different bags of Smackin seeds. We've ranked them, we've tested them, so here is the full summary. Our least favorite, my least favorite, was sour cream and onion. It tasted roughly like BO and kitchen sweat. Garlic Parmesan was my second least favorite, so that would probably be like D, F tier. I really am not eating those. Garlic Parmesan's probably like D tier. Like, if I really wanted the flavor profile of Papa John's pizza butter, that's what I would get, but I don't really want that flavor profile. Next two ones are probably going to be in like the C minus C range. Again, maple brown sugar was not quite as good. It tasted more like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The cinnamon churro definitely tasted like a cinnamon churro, but it's not like just my favorite type of flavor profile. So like, this is probably like C minus, and this is probably like C, C plus. Next we've got the backyard barbecue and ranch. I consider those both equal. Those are probably like B minuses, maybe B's. B's is probably right. Cracked pepper, solid A tier. These guys are the go-to regulars. The cheddar jalapeno, A plus. Again, that flavor is probably like the most unique flavor. Like, I've had different chili flavors, but the cheddar jalapeno combo was just really good. And then S tier, I mean, as a flavor always, and particularly out of all of these flavors, our friend, the dill pickle seeds. All of these seeds were great. I definitely would eat them again. Definitely good quality. I mean, the deal that I bought this on was killer at $1 a bag. So, like, yeah, eat some seeds at $1 a bag. They're pretty damn good. But yeah, thanks for watching my sunflower seeds videos, apropos of nothing. It was fun talking and doing this, and yeah, I don't know. Be cool. Order some seeds if you want. These guys are good, and they always have deals, so try it out if you want them. All right, peace.